Thank you very much. I am joined by Alphari. First of all, congratulations on the win. What was one of the key factors that allowed you to actually close the game out? Because it felt incredibly tense in those later game team fights.
Yeah, I mean, actually, we were getting a little bit, maybe not stressed, but there's always like an element of urgency playing against Twitch KL. So I think as soon as they use the ultis, so there's like a top lane fight where we were sieging the inhibitor where Twitch had no ulti, and then we just like, okay, I mean, I died, which was really sad, but Twitch had no ulti, so then we just went Nash, and he still didn't have ulti, and then Perk's got a really big turn, so they're really strong when they don't, or when they have ultis rather, but when they don't, they're pretty useless, and then we just needed a force, so that was the main thing for eventually closing it out.
I mean, your barrels absolutely had a huge influence. We had some dramatic slow-mo replays of 1,000+ crits. I want you to talk me through the early game and what allowed you and the rest of the Vitality squad to pick up such a strong advantage. I mean, there was a lot of pressure, a lot of focus in the top lane, and ultimately, you benefited.
Yeah, so, I mean, we got a dive off top early, which is kind of what you want to look for against KL, because, you know, pretty useless pre-6. And then here, actually, this was the Broth smurfing. So I have a freeze and KL has no flash. So we know they're going to try, he has to outpush. So it's going to be a 2v2 top red. And yeah, the Broth just makes it a 3v2, so KL is fucked. Oh, well, maybe not, you know, just in a bad position.
I mean, you won the game. I think that's fair. Alphari, do you think this early game went to plan? Are you pretty happy with that when you reflect on how it played out? Or do you think it could have gone a little different?
I mean, I think both lane died 2v2, so maybe that could have not happened. But otherwise, I'm really happy we dove top. LeBroth came top as well, like I said. I think this KL was not having a fun early game. Hopefully they thought it was a good idea to leave GP open. Yeah, early game was good.
Not against you, not your GP. I'm happy to announce that you did win the Kia Player of the Game award. All the fans recognizing the influence you had, so congrats on that. And I do want to take a step away and ask you to reflect a little bit on the first half of Summer. 5-4 now. We've had a very surprising set of results over the course of the weekend. But how do you feel when you look back at the last 4 weeks of play for Vitality and how you feel you've approached the game, and maybe how close are you to your peak performance?
Yeah, I don't think we are that close to our peak performance yet, but we are getting there steadily. Like, I can see we are making improvements, or, well, at least I think we are. So I think we are like understanding ourselves better, and we are choosing, well, champions which work with us more, and we're also playing better early game, which was like really not working in the first couple of weeks. I think our early games were pretty terrible. So this game we had to abuse them early game. Twitch KL, we did better. I don't think we are peaked yet, but you know, it's all part of the process. And I don't mind being 5-4. Losing is not great, but you get to learn from it. So it only sucks if you like get demotivated, but we are fine. I'm confident, and you know, it's just fun to play anyway.
Alphari, what's it been like for you in terms of the expectations from fans, from viewers, from the broadcast, as well as dealing with the difficult spring and now starting to kind of like fight back, you know, silence the haters in some way? How's that been for you?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of expectations first, right? Because, well, Perks won a ton and Kasi won last year. I've never won, but I've gotten close a couple of times. I don't know, the roster is like good, and I have a lot of expectations as well. So finishing, I think we came 5th in spring. I can't really remember. That
yeah, it was 5th.
Whole period just like blocked out of my mind. So that was not good. And I don't know, just have to reset. You know, I've had bad splits before in terms of results, and you just have to pick yourself up and continue trying.
I mean, that's a great mentality to have. Alphari, I've got one last question for you. There's been a lot of discussion around the strength of the league when we see some results coming, especially like this weekend, so many surprises. What's your take on how competitive Europe is right now? And, do you think this will stay the same for the next 4 weeks?
Yeah, actually, I do think that the level of the teams is going to be pretty similar. I don't think there's like any team that's like really a cut above right now. Perhaps Rogue, because they are regular season kings as per usual. But I feel like every other team, I mean, aside from maybe BDS, but even like the bottom teams seem pretty competitive right now. I think that there's going to be some like tension in the playoffs race. I can see like a lot of teams actually fighting for the last spots. Hopefully not us. But yeah, I think EU is really competitive right now, and every game is fun.
I absolutely love that you called Rogue the regular season kings. It's definitely the catchphrase we're looking for. And some could say every game counts. Alphari, thank you very much for the interview. Congratulations on the win. Very excited to see how the rest of summer plays out. For now, though, we're going to an ad break. And when we come back, it is the post-game lobby with VIT joining us. We'll see you on the other side of this.